Good day everyone, so we will be making a model that represents the Boyle's law. The model that we will be creating is a long model. So the materials needed for this model are a plastic bottle, a balloon, and of course a thumbtacks. So the plastic bottle represents your body while the balloon represents your lungs, and this thumbtacks, we will make a hole here in plastic bottle, and it will represent your mouth. And now let's make our lung model. Okay, we will gonna insert the balloon inside the plastic bottle. And we will gonna use the thumbtacks to make a hole in a plastic bottle. And now let's try to observe what will happen if we inhale the plastic bottle. Next, let's see what will happen to the balloon if we exhale the plastic bottle.
The lung model describes the inverse relationship between volume and air pressure at constant temperature. We all know that Boyle's law is inversely proportional. Inversely, when it comes to if the pressure increases, the volume must decrease. And if the pressure decreases, the volume must increases. During inhalation, the plastic bottle inflates the balloon, increasing volume and decreasing air pressure, allowing air to flow in. Conversely, exhalation reduces the volume of the balloon, increasing air pressure and pushing air out. That's how the Boyle's law works.
Charles law experiment. Materials needed: hot water, empty basin, balloons, cold water, ribbon, and marker. Inflate the balloon, but not fully. Leave some space for expansion. Tie off the balloon securely as well. Pour the hot water into the empty basin. Put the balloon into the hot water. Make it sure that it is not boiling. Measure its size using the marker and ribbon. Remove the balloon from the hot water and dip it into the cold water. Measure the size of the balloon. This experiment demonstrates Charles' law, which states that the volume of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature when pressure is held constant. Balloon acts as a container for a fixed amount of air or gas. As the temperature of the air inside the balloon changed hot water, the air warms, causing the molecules to speed up and move farther apart, resulting in a large volume and a bigger balloon. While in the cold water, the air cools, causing the molecules to slow down and move closer together, resulting in a smaller volume and a smaller balloon.
Good morning, everyone! So we will be conducting an experiment entitled The Rising Water. The materials needed for this experiment are a transparent glasses. Make sure your transparent glasses have measurement for ml, a candle, a match, a pipette, and of course a basin. Since we don't have a basin, we can have a plate that can pour water, and of course the timer. Step 1. Pour water into a shallow that is about 30 ml. So here is the 30 ml. Next one, light the candle and place it in the center of the dish, ensuring it stands upright and stable. Step 3. Make sure you have your timer and prepare the transparent glass for the inversion of the water. Next step, carefully invert the jar and cover the lit candle, making sure the mouth of the jar is submerged in the water. Ensure that there are no gaps where air can enter or escape. Demonstrate the principles of gas behavior, particularly Avogadro's law. As the candle burns inside a sealed jar, it consumes oxygen and produces carbon dioxide, which is absorbed by the water. This reduction in the number of gas molecules causes a decrease in pressure, resulting in water rising into the jar to fill the space left by the consumed gas. The experiment effectively illustrates the direct relationship between the volume of gas and the number of gas molecules at constant temperature and pressure. The experiment also illustrates the kinetic molecular theory, where fewer gas molecules result in lower pressure due to decreased collisions with the container walls.
First, fill both glasses with water. One glass for the hot water and one glass for the cold water. Next, add a few drops of red ink to the glass with hot water. Then observe and record the initial appearance of a glass with red ink. few drops of new ink in a glass with a cold water.
Diffusion experiments such as observing ink dispersing in water at varying temperature demonstrates that temperature significantly influence diffusion rates. Higher temperature increase the kinetic energy of molecules, leading to more frequent collisions and faster mixing. These experiments also reinforce the principle that diffusion is driven by a concentration gradient, with the particles moving from areas of higher concentration to lower concentration. Observing the ink dispersed in the water provide a captivating visual diffusion in action. It was fascinating to witness how the ink spread rapidly in the hot water, creating intricate patterns and spheres before eventually reaching a uniform distribution.
Experiments related to the gas laws are essential for understanding the behavior of gases, developing technologies, and advancing knowledge in various scientific fields.
They are fundamental to our understanding of the world around us and have a countless application in everyday life.
The relationships between Boyle's law, Charles' law, Avogadro's law, and Graham's law of diffusion all stem from the fundamental principles of the kinetic molecular theory, which describes the behavior of gases at the molecular level. This theory postulates that gas molecules are in constant, random motion and that their collisions are perfectly elastic.
But this is not an easy experiment. We've encountered difficulties, especially finding alternative materials, just to make the experiment successful.
Moreover, it is crucial to keep temperature, pressure, or volume constant during the